Welcome back. Well, it will not be long before all those credit card bills start rolling in from your holiday spending, and this is the perfect time to get your finances in check.
I don't even want to think about that.
I know. I'm so
in.
sorry
I really
to bring
don't.
it up.
Well, we spoke with financial specialist Dr. Stephanie Yates from the Colott School of Business at the University of Alabama in Birmingham for some tips. And it's all part of our special series of reports for a great start to the new year. Now, we're calling it A New You in 22. Let's check it out.
The new year is a great time to get your financial house in order because for a lot of us, it's partly psychological because you think about the new year, fresh start, doing things differently, new year, new you, all those kinds of things. And so our personal finance house can be part of that fresh start in the new year. The biggest mistake that young people and young families make with regard to money management is just not spending enough time planning. And that could be planning just a simple budget or planning in any number of areas related to personal finance. There are a lot of folks who don't put together a budget and kind of live by the seat of their pants, so to speak. And then there are others who create a budget, but then because it's so rigid, they end up not following it. And so they're not much better off than someone who doesn't have a budget at all. You can think of a budget as a critical piece in your financial plan because it's truly your roadmap. The budget is that living, breathing document that I'm going to refer to regularly throughout the year and update each year or maybe tweak a little bit throughout the year. And that is my map to help me reach those goals. These days, especially for younger people, it may make more sense to think in terms of broader categories or bigger buckets, meaning what is it that I absolutely have to spend money on, housing expenses, transportation expenses, and so on. What are the things that are the nice to haves? And then how much am I going to save? So the 50-30-20 budget, we typically call it, focuses on wants, needs, and savings. The fact that you don't have any money right now is not necessarily a good excuse not to save, but it's certainly a common one. So setting a smaller, more realistic goal and maybe even gamifying it where they say, okay, I'm going to save, I'm going to do the 52-week savings challenge where I save $1 the first week, $2 the second week, and so on. And that's kind of fun and may keep your interest and make you try a little harder to reach the goal. Even if saving $1 one week and $2 the next week feels like it's maybe beneath you, less than what you can really do, it establishes the habit. Because maybe by the end of the year, when you're supposed to be saving $50, $51, $52 in a week is a little bit more difficult, but you're in the habit and you're going to do what you have to do to make it happen because that has become a priority. There are two reasons why I see personal finance issues being intimidating to a lot of folks. Number one, the underlying issue is math and numbers. And so a lot of us just don't like math, or we've been conditioned that math is difficult. We can't do it, particularly for women. A lot of women, myself included, grew up being told, oh, you're not going to be good at that. You should do something else that's not so quantitative. So that kind of sticks with people and creates this fear of numbers, fear of money, fear of messing it up because I'm not going to understand it. It's too difficult. That intimidation and that feeling of being left out and not included in the markets is very real for some people, but there is a solution, and that solution is learning more. So however you can or feel most comfortable receiving your financial education, that's something that you should absolutely focus on and invest in, because it's an investment in you and your family and your future. And that's very important and that's very valuable.
So another suggestion when it comes to saving money, experts say take yourself out of the equation, direct a portion of your paycheck to auto deposit into a savings account. In that case, you're more likely to forget about it and most importantly, leave it alone.